Joined by our senior coach Brad Murphy here after 2 rounds of the BFL season. We're currently sitting 1-1, Murph, heading up to Sebastopol this week. Probably had our opportunities last week against Sunbury. How'd you assess that game?
Yeah, it was probably a game of two halves. The first half was pretty scrappy and pretty average by us, to be honest. We let ourselves down with a couple of errors that I wouldn't usually associate with our side, and Sunbury probably let us back in the game by missing a lot of easy goals as well. So probably lucky to still be in the game at half time, but I thought in that last quarter we probably should have won the game with their lack of rotations.
We're always in control of the game the week before against Melton South.
Yeah, we probably knew Melton South would probably struggle a little bit this year with their, not many guys recruited, so we thought they'd struggle a little bit. We got a jump on them early and they never really came back, so it was good to get the season off to a good start, but disappointing last week.
Played both games so far at night and in fairly greasy conditions. How has it been sort of getting the boys playing your style of footy when the conditions have probably worked against you?
Yeah, we put a game plan in place the whole pre-season, and then the first two games is basically like we played in the wet. So I think the BFL need to scrap their night games because they're quite annoying actually. So be good to get back on a dry deck. I think it's about to be 23, 24 degrees up at Ballarat on Saturday. So be good to get on a nice dry deck and be able to play the way we want to play.
This week we head to Sebastopol. Hopefully, as you said, playing in good conditions. Maybe a couple of changes to the side.
Yeah, might get a couple of our VFL players back, which would be nice. Got to wait for selection tonight with them, but I think the side's going pretty well. It's pretty hard to make changes when your team's playing so well. I think we've played, 6.5 good quarters out of 8, so it's very hard to make changes when you're playing that well.
Some of the better performers so far this season, and maybe a few of the chances for the Interleague squad. Who do you like there?
Well, Interleague. Look, I think a few of the guys that have impressed are probably the younger guys. Sam Hurst and Riley Walker have been two of the standouts in my eyes. Both haven't played much senior footy, but both taken on new roles, and Sam playing up forward and Riley playing down back, and just look really composed. And I think Malcolm Beck is our fullback. He's almost become one of our most important players. He's just doesn't get beaten one-on-one. He's been terrific this year.
Your form this year, your role, different role for you.
Yeah, look, I think we spoke about it in the pre-season with the coaching group and the leadership group, but just trying to rest myself a bit more forward, getting a bit old, and I think we've got to put some more responsibility on our midfield. We've got a pretty good midfield, and they're doing the job so far, and giving more opportunity to younger guys to go through there. So I'm happy to play forward, and I'm only playing about 50 to 60% of game time at the moment, which is suiting my old body.
A little bit stop-start for us after this week. We've got a bye, then we've got one game, then we've got the Interleague bye. What's your plan sort of for the next 3 weeks with training? How do you plan around that?
It's tough. We've had that the last 2 years, though. So we play a week, have a week off, then play a week, have another week off. So it's a bit frustrating. I think hopefully this year we have 4 or 5 guys push up and play Interleague, as you said before. So guys like Notman and Gleeson and Jack Walker and these guys should be pushing up to play Interleague. And the other guys will probably have a solid session on the weekend and might even do some recovery stuff next week as well after we play Sebastopol.
And we've got a big sportsman's night coming up May 7th with Dane Swan, Push-Up King coming down, Eloise Southby as well for the netballers. Should be a big night here at Mackie Park.
Will be. Yeah, we're hoping to get around 200 people here. So haven't got your ticket yet, maybe jump on the website or hit up one of the players if you know them. But it'd be good to get Dane down and Jake King, and we've got an Eloise for the netballers, so it should be a cracking night.
Well, best of luck for the weekend, and we'll talk again in a couple of weeks.
Thanks, mate. Thanks.